All right, this is 2014 Nissan Sentra. Gonna give you a walk through how I am able to get the starter out. Let me place this starter here. So the starter it sits in this manner. It's still in there. I was gonna do a video, but everything just went bananas. So you have this little bolt here. You have a number 8mm here. This is 12, the one I took off there, but the size over here looks like a 13. You have a 19mm and a 19mm, two bolts, okay? Just to let you know, I took off both of the bolts before I dismantled any of this. I was able to just, with that swivel right from this angle, okay? So I got the harness loose here, and I took off the fan here. To remove the fan, you need to take off that cover. It has a whole bunch of clips, number 10 here, number 10 there, okay? And once I removed that, I took off, there was a clip back here. There was a clip here. I removed the horn, number 13 bolt on the horn. I did not disconnect it. I took off the little clip here. There was a clip in here. I took off the 3 bolts, one holding here, number 13, and the 12 from down here, right where the airbag sensor is. So make sure you put this back together. I took off the number 10 over here. It had a black little metal shield, that one right there. So whole bunch of stuff. And that frame right there, the upper radiator support that comes off. And then you had to push the tabs on the radiator. You had to push the tabs. There's 4 of them. And I'm sorry, the fan. The fan comes right out. This is the fan connector right here. So, moment of truth, guys. I did take off the little clip of this wire right here too, but here's the 2 wires with that goes on the starter. One is held in. This one is held in by an 8mm, and this is held in by 12. But here comes out the starter. Okay, let me see if I'm able to, because there's a whole bunch of wires. There's just way too much stuff Nissan put on this car. There's sensor after sensor. Wires are just too stiff, okay? The wiring on this car is way too stiff. Like this harness, you can barely move it. All right, so having a little bit of difficulty with the one hand. I don't want to damage any of the sensors in the back of this. Right, there's a sensor there, like an oil pressure switch right there. That'd be another great job right there. If you need to do that radiator, I'm sorry, the fan oil pressure switch, that'd be another disaster. I am not able to get this guy out with everything removed. But let me switch hands. Maybe this hand, because the angle that we in. Okay, the complete harness in the back. I'm gonna just disconnect the oil pressure switch and do the same. Okay, so I am gonna disconnect the switches here. So guys, so bear with me. I'm gonna disconnect both. There's 2 switches over here. I don't know what the bottom one is, but the top one looks like an oil pressure switch. So the solenoid of the starter just hits there. But anyway, we'll be right back. I think without disconnecting it, I got like a little angle here, but then the oil cooler hits in the bottom. Let me see if I'm able to get this guy out of here. Took out all that and we still can't get it out. I would suggest you take off this radiator hose also, but I did. Oh, another thing is I did not completely drain the radiator. I just let it drip out from right here, and you see how I curved out this whole pipe over here. Let me get my light. You see how this pipe is just sitting here? I just let it sit right there. So guys, I'm gonna get this starter out. I did not disconnect those 2 sensors I just said. It's just hard to just get your fingers on those little guys. I wiggled it out of there. So I just pushed the hose a little bit, and then I dropped it down, out, forward, and out. That's how we got this bad boy out. Whew. And then always match up the teeth here, you know? The teeth, they have to look the same. Look at the length of it. So this looks pretty much same about. You always can put it together here. So I am using a Remy starter. I got a box back there. I'll show you the box. But time for me to put this guy back in, okay? So everything is just a reverse procedure. Put this thing back in and lock up everything. Make sure you double check everything, and don't forget about that sensor right there. That's for the airbags. You don't want to leave that loose. By the way, I did disconnect the battery here because you don't want to go without it. But there's our starter. It's in there. Everything is perfectly good. Don't forget to connect your fan. Again, I'm going to mention that. You cannot leave that bad boy loose, okay? You can also try to get this started from the bottom. You might have to remove the hoses there. The cooler hose is going across. But it'll be a little bit hard for you to see from down there. But if you could get this off, it's gonna be a bada bing, bada boom job, all right? So there's our old starter. And I'm gonna give you a partner. There's numbers on that old starter, but let's take a look at. So this is the box of the starter here. There's the part number. The brand is Remy, and let's see if there's any numbers on this. Okay, Nissan. Yeah, barely can see any numbers on this. 40305. That's one of the set of the number, and there's a number 140305. That's the number on that. But anyways, thank you for watching, guys. If you have a Nissan Sentra, bada bing job, all right? I still got a long way to go. About hour and a half job. If you follow the instructions, drain everything, remove this. There's 2 bolts on this frame on each side, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. Okay, and you have to take off the latch here. But anyways, there you have it.